Hi, I'm Anthony, and here is my dilemma for you. I've been with my girlfriend Sarah for 4 years now, and it's great apart from one thing. She has a guy best friend that she has been close to since school, so we are talking 12 plus years. They see each other, a couple times a month to catch up, but I think he is in love with her. They have always been really close, and, I trust her more than anything. The thing is, I don't trust him. I have tried to bring this up, but I just come across jealous and she brushes it off. Should this be something that she does? He has known her for longer than I have, so I don't know what to do.
Right. Well, I actually think this scenario is more common than you think. I've often heard this being played out before. But you did say you trusted her. And even if I believe, even if you don't trust another person's behavior, your principal problem here is how you feel about your partner. And you said you're really happy, you're in love, and you trust her. So I think you have to trust her to manage this relationship in a way that she thinks is appropriate for both of you, and she thinks it is taking your feelings into account. If she ever says or does anything that you feel is crossed a boundary, then you can chat to her about it and you can say, look, it's really difficult for me. I'm finding this really hard. But I think you do have to trust that she can manage her friendship in the way that she always has. And like you said, she's known him longer than she's known you. And I think you get into very tricky territory when you're with someone and you start to try and restrict who they see and who they're friends with. To me, that becomes very controlling. And unless you were saying to me, oh, giving me examples of all the things they do that you think are crossing boundaries, then that would be different. But so far, you've just said, you kind of don't trust them. But Anthony, I think you have to trust that your partner knows how to manage herself and knows when to draw a line and put a boundary in and say to a friend, if ever he did cross a line, that this is not it. I'm with somebody and I love them, and this is not it. Like, we are friends. We are nothing more than friends. But I can understand how that can be tricky. And the people that I've known who've had partners who are best friends with somebody of the opposite sex, I've always known that is a bit of a tricky road to travel. And I think that the nub of it lies in being able to be as honest as you can and as being as trusting as you can, and saying to them, look, I do feel uncomfortable sometimes, but I love you and I trust you, so I'm gonna let you, take the lead with that. It's just hard, isn't it, though, Emma? Like, feelings are feelings. They get in the way, and sometimes it's intimidating when a partner has a friend of the opposite sex who they love spending time with.
I think I am maybe of the girlfriend side of Anthony there, because I do have a really close guy best friend who, I have no longer than my partner. And yeah, we do stuff together. And I think he would never go, oh, well, you spend too much time with me, you need to spend time with me. Like, because he knows that what we're doing, we're going and playing cards, going for a drink,
Yeah.
going for a meal. But it's that thing of, if you don't trust the friend, then it can be awkward, because when you go out, and it's happened to me, when you go, oh, is this your partner? And you're like, no, this
Yeah.
is my friend. So it's like, and when he says setting the boundaries, what boundaries are too much? What is it? What do you think Anthony doesn't want to hear that they've been doing?
So I think it would be up to his girlfriend if she, like, it sounds like you say, like, they're very much in love, and if she respects that relationship. If she thought her friend, in the way that if you thought your friend was ever crossing a boundary or ever said something like, I wish we were together, or I just want to spend all my time with you because I just love hanging out with you and no one else, I think then it's your responsibility to say, you are my friend. And that's as far as this goes. This person that I'm with is somebody who I love romantically and who I want to be with and possibly have children and do all of the other things that people plan to do with their partners. And so that's what I think it is. I think it's the responsibility of the person in the relationship to make sure that the friend feels valued, feels like the friendship is still there. There's no reason why a friendship should ever stop because you're in a relationship. But if anyone out there is listening and feels like they're allowing their friend of the opposite sex to somehow feel like there might be something, that to me is when you're crossing a boundary. So only you can know this. And if you're getting a funny feeling in your stomach when I'm talking about it, then you might be like, okay, I'm probably doing that. So that's what I would do. I would just make sure that that friend was fully aware that that's what we were. We were friends. And I think if that's the case, then friendships like that can thrive.